Hi, my name is SFarrell, and I'm about to graduate, which is kind of crazy. So here is the reflection video of my journey. So I've always been told that I have been a natural leader. I'm the oldest of 5, so if that puts it in perspective, I don't know what else will, but I've been the oldest of 5 of a single mom for now 15 years. So that just comes with, having to take on responsibilities that a kid probably shouldn't have to take on too. But either way, I've kind of just taken that role and then just soared with it. My passion is with kids, so I've always been in the childcare field. I have always either done like swimming lessons or summer camp or day camp or after school care, which is my career that I'm currently in now. And I absolutely love it. I love being that person for kids who they can come to and for anything and stuff like that. And that's the biggest reason as to why I decided to go into childcare. It's just because I knew that growing up that I needed someone like that in my life. So I wanted to be able to give that to other kids. So I decided to become that person that I thought kids would need. And so here I am today, I've actually learned a lot regarding leadership within all the key classes of organizational leadership. I've always been a leader myself, or I've had leaders in my life that have shown me either bad leadership skills or good leadership skills. At least throughout this past year, it's been a full journey of kind of me noticing things a lot more, of things happening in my career and then things happening in other people's career. And I've changed a lot of the way I do things, at least right now, that I thought were okay, but then going through the classes, it gave me another point of view that I probably should be doing it a little bit differently. And so then I applied that in my everyday life and my job, and it's helped tremendously. I've noticed things with my bosses in the sense of like, that's probably like not good leadership and things like that. So like in the issues in organizational leadership class, I learned how someone can be a leader, but not an effective one. And so you can be a leader all you want, and you can sit there and lead a bunch of people and have followers. But in the end, if it doesn't make a difference in their lives, then what kind of leading did you do? Data-driven decision making, that has helped me a lot in the field that I am in now, just because everything that we do is across an entire school district. So that means that we have 29 schools that we service. So we have different parents from different demographics, from different incomes that need different needs. And we try to give the same program across the whole district, but that's also really hard to do when you have different parents who need different things. And so being able to get that data and make these different decisions that need to be changed, that class was able to help me like break it all down and see what areas were needing to be changed, and based on what data and the data that I needed to collect to even make those decisions. Because a lot of the things that we do here is kind of up to the parents, and they are the ones who ultimately we need to please. They are our customers, and so we have to get their input, but also get each site supervisor's input of things that they need at their school. Like, I don't work at a Title I school, but I have other friends that do. So they service kids that have a lot more pressing needs than my kids, who have wealthy parents, they're not divorced, just stuff like that. Behavior, ethics, and leadership. I worked for the YMCA for about 2 years, and that job, out of all my jobs that I've ever had, that has to be the one that definitely taught me the most of what not to be as a leader. I did it as my capstone paper of a program or a company that needs to be fixed or has issues and needs a strategic analysis or whatever. And so just realizing that people are watching your behavior and the ethics that you choose to portray. I mean, working with kids, you have a lot of tiny little eyes on you, and you have to watch every single move you make because they're watching you also. So that class really helped me to double check myself when I'm having like a bad personal day, and I kind of sometimes bring it into work, which I try not to, but sometimes it happens. Or when something bad is even happening at work, I try not to bring it with the kids, or when the kids decide to not follow directions. Or, it helped me to give me different ways and give me examples of things that I should be following and should be doing as a leader. So leadership theory, I actually didn't know that there were tons of different theories of leadership, but as I look through them, it makes a lot of sense as to like how I run things at my school, how other people run things at their school, how my bosses run things. My bosses decide to make decisions for us, but don't ask our opinion about it, which is authoritative type of leadership. And that's really frustrating to work with because they're making decisions based on how we work and they're not asking our opinions about it. So how are they making the most effective decision for us? And we're the ones that are being affected by it the most. I do believe that change is necessary at times. For example, school has been in session since August 15th, 14th of this year, and I have yet to find a way to make these students understand of why it is so important to follow the rules. But to do that, it's trial and error pretty much. Like, I have to go with the punches and find other ways for it to work and not get torn down when an idea doesn't work. Being able to be that flexible and as a leader and lead your staff through that class leading change definitely helped me find different avenues and different ways of making that happen, because in this line of work, that happens all the time. My capstone classes, they were great. I got to reflect on everything that I've ever learned in this whole year of all the different things about leadership, and who knew there were tons of things about leadership. So it was a really great time to sit and reflect on everything I've learned and how to apply it in my own life and how I'm going to apply it in my future careers, and very long papers, but yes, it was needed. The only thing that is different from when I was a leader back then to what kind of a leader I am now is I'm a lot more confident. I will say I'm a lot more confident in my ability to lead a group of staff, a group of kids. I'm confident in the way I do it and that I'm making the right decisions. A lot of it has to do with the fact of all the stuff I've learned from these classes. But I am a lot more confident. I take charge whenever I need to. I do what I need to when I need to. I make the changes when I need to. I include my staff when it involves them, whatever change that needs. I include my kids, my students, when that change involves them. Some of my staff that I have are high schoolers who are wanting to go into the same field, whether it's education, after school care, child care, whatever. So I'm taking the time to get to know them and help them in their journey to become leaders, so when they go out into their own world and graduate high school and then graduate college, that they can be the best leader that they can be. And I mean, I'm not perfect by any means. I have my bad days, but I will say I'm a lot more confident and a lot more patient. Where will I go from here? The job that I have now is a pretty secure job. So I plan on staying here for a little bit. I'm going to see what more my degree can offer me outside of this area. I still want to stay with education, but just somewhere else to where I don't have to reapply every year, and it's a full-time job, and I can move up, and there's benefits and stuff like that. But I plan on staying here for a little bit. There is opportunities here in this company to move up, and hence why I started to get the degree. So if that opportunity presents itself and I end up being blessed with that position, then that's what God has in store for me, and then that's what I'll do. I've definitely learned a lot through this degree and classes, and the school has been so helpful, and I'm just so grateful for the fact that it's even, this degree and this program is even available, because I had to pay for college myself, and so it would have never been possible for me to actually go to classes, pay my bills, and work at the same time. So this allowed me to work my job at my normal hours, get my classes done whenever I could, and I'm graduating on time. So it's been a pretty awesome journey, and it's crazy that I will be the first person in my family to graduate college. But I'm super proud of myself, and I know that my family's proud of me. So I'm ready for Saturday, ready to walk that stage. And I'm looking forward to different opportunities, whether that's becoming a teacher or staying in this program or anything where this degree can take me. So thank you.